A topic to consider is how popular movie culture affects our expectations of the future. Movies often give us an unrealistic idea of what it would be like in the future. When it comes to transportation, most of us wish we had transporters from the Star Trek series or time-traveling DeLorean cars. Nevertheless, this hasn't stopped some innovators from trying. Here, I'm gonna take a look at 10 of the coolest futuristic vehicles that actually exist. Number 10. Rin Speed Scuba. Ever since James Bond, in The Spy Who Loved Me, drove an actual submersible car called Wet Nelly into the ocean, we've all been waiting for a commercial version, and the Rin Speed Scuba fits the bill. The Swiss genius behind the contraption, Frank M. Rindeneck, was a James Bond enthusiast for years, but it took him nearly 3 decades to actually turn his dream into a reality. The watertight vehicle can operate at depths of up to 10 meters and includes a unique breathing rotor system and employs nanotube materials, which are light and durable on land. The sports car switches to an electric engine, and you are good to go. Unfortunately, as Q reminds us, you may have a license to kill, but not to break the speed limit. Number 9. Dodge Tomahawk. The iconic anime Akira was one of the first movies to depict the idea of futuristic biking. At ludicrous speed, and Dodge took this to heart when they introduced their concept vehicle, the Tomahawk, in 2003. With a custom-built 10-cylinder engine that can crank out an estimated 500 horsepower, it can reach an estimated 300 to 420 miles per hour. Just to put things in perspective, the current land speed motorcycle record is 376.36 miles per hour by the Architect team, and that was in a straight line on salt flats. This is where the Tomahawk has a leg up, since the double-wheel configuration in the front and back means it should be able to negotiate slick turns just like any other motorbike. Only 9 were purportedly built and set back their owners, a whopping $55,000. And even if you do get your hands on one, they're not road legal. Of course, in order to get speed tickets, they have to catch you first. Number 8. Water car. While the water car isn't exactly submersible, it still answers the question of how to avoid traffic on the bridge. The company, which started out in 1999, always had in mind the idea of mass-marketing aquatic cars that could draw just as well on land as they could on the water. Their first consumer car, the Panther, actually broke Guinness World Speed Records. And if you are feeling adventurous, with deep enough pockets, they'll custom make you one for a mere $155,000. Number 7. WOKART. Taking its cue from Mario Kart, the WOKART asks what it would be like to drive around on a lake and answers its own question. The design, which comes out of Switzerland, is actually the brainchild of an international collaboration of scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs who have only recently opened up their doors to customers. Like their terrestrial go-kart cousins, the WOKART is extremely maneuverable, capable of making 90-degree turns, and has a low center of gravity, reducing the risk of it tipping over. It has a steep price tag, but I'm excited to see a Mario Kart parody on the water in the future. Number 6. Zapata Racing Flyboard. A list of futuristic vehicles wouldn't be complete without a hoverboard. And just like Marty McFly flies from Back to the Future, the CEO of the Zapata Flyboard took the good idea and reimagined it. Whereas Marty's could only glide a few inches above the ground, the Flyboard can purportedly reach height of up to 10,000 feet. The entire setup consists of the board itself, a handheld remote, and a camelback-like fuel tank that together can push out around 1,000 horsepower. Zapata has already made a name for itself, with its Pro Series designed to be used over water featuring nozzles. But this will be the first anonymous hoverboard, although you might have to wait a bit longer as the UFO model isn't yet available to the public. This thing is truly a thing of the future. So long to these things. Number 5. TFX. Tired of heavy traffic or being late to work? TFX may be the next commuter vehicle, featuring a sleek tubular frame and extendable folding gyroscopic wings with turbines. It's essentially a flying car. Although still in its design phase, it would potentially have a range of 500 miles and a cruising speed of 200 miles per hour. But best of all, much of it will be automatically controlled, meaning you'll only need a normal driver's license to operate it. The rotating turbines also mean that it can land and take off vertically, eliminating the need for an airfield. Terrafugia, the company behind the TFX, expect it will fall somewhere in the price range of a luxury car. But can you really put a price on flying to work? Number 4. GM ENV. As cities become more and more crowded, trying to solve congestion and accommodate more parking spaces is a big concern for many urban areas. GMENV, a concept vehicle designed in partnership with General Motors and Segway, offers an alternative. The extremely compact two-wheel design gives it the ability to navigate tight corners, and its strongest selling point will be its automated features. A network of sensors, GPS, and onboard computers help it avoid obstacles, park by itself, and even come when called via a phone. It will also be able to interact with other ends to allow them to platoon, where one ENV falls in behind another, and will have protocols for automatically sensing the intended locations of companion and streamlining the process of passing. I guess, as long as they don't name the onboard computer, how I'll be willing to consider buying one. Number 3. Sea Breacher. Like something out of a Jules Verne novel or a Tintin book, the Sea Breacher is one of those good ideas that just happened to surface, with several models to choose from, including a shark, dolphin, and whale version. It's a unique take on recreational boating. The versatile design is only intended for short periods underwater, upwards of 5 to 10 seconds, which encourages breaching the thing it's named after, having already featured in several commercials. The company custom makes each one with the price depending on model and editions, but it definitely captures the sensibility of science fiction by allowing users to explore the underwater realm with the same ease of a dolphin. Number 2. Hover Bike. Another crazy invention that seems to have borrowed from film influences. The London-based team behind the hover bike attracted the US military as an investor, so you know they're doing something right. Their brainchild can support upwards of 300 pounds, just like a small helicopter. But unlike a helicopter, it can also operate safely close to the ground and around people, and will require much less training. The military applications are obvious, but it's easy to see the recreational potential as well. There is currently a quadcopter design and one with 2 rotors, but both can be fully automated, and they're currently in the beta testing phase. Let's just hope the Empire doesn't get their hands on the schematics. Number 1. Martin Jetpack. The Rocketeer remains one of my favorite movies, and for good reason. Who doesn't want to have a fancy gadget that lets them fly through the air? The engineers at Martin Aircraft Company had the same reasoning when they designed their jetpack, marketed as an all-FAV, optionally piloted hovering air vehicle. The twin rotor system lets a user flight themselves or remotely, and the low components count means it's both a cost-effective and relatively user-friendly option for reaching places other vehicles might have trouble accessing. As a result, it's been tailored primarily towards firefighters, search and rescue, and other organizations where speed and fast response is critical. So don't count on seeing it at your local Future shop anytime soon. Other safety features include a roll cage and a parachute. It's even featured in our video on spy gadgets that actually exist, which you can watch by clicking the video on screen here. And finally, can you think of any real-life, high-tech vehicles we missed? Are there any futuristic forms of transportation you'd like to see become a reality? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.